What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out some more footage from United24, one of, if not the best YouTube channel for military footage of the lads out in Ukraine putting up the good fight. I have been on a bit of a roll watching this content recently. I've been watching a lot of Ukraine footage recently because I've come to the realization that there's a lot of people that forgot that this is still going on. They forgot that this is going on and that people are losing their lives out there to protect their land and their family's land. And so we're going to watch more of it. And we're going to keep spreading the word. We're going to keep pushing the message and pushing channels like this, United24, that are really putting in the effort because it's so important. It is so important. Yeah, some of the footage is hard to watch, but it's also important to know that what's going on is not all sunshine and rainbows. United24 are at 2.27 million subscribers. Let's get as many people over there as possible subscribing, liking, helping them boosting the algorithm. Link down below. Before we get started, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. You can take the metal part out to protect your wood. There's not many tankers you can do that with. In fact, I've never seen a tanker that you can do that with. Free customization, free bag, ships to America. Get yourself one, keep your beverage cold around the fire this summer with the boys. Keep your beverage cold. No one likes a warm beer. Or a warm morale. This is nice and cold. Got it out of the fridge this morning. Check out Morale, my business as well. If you're in the UK, you can buy yourself a healthy energy drink. And we're making a bit of a movement. I've said this from the start. It's a mushroom-based drink and a nature-based community. And everyone's been like, all right, well, where's the community? Because, yeah, you post... Well, I've been saying this. I haven't built the community yet. But we're doing it. And I'm very excited. I've got some really cool stuff coming that you're going to like. And, yeah, I want to say more, but I don't know. Listen, I'm becoming a bit of a boomer. I'm becoming a bit of a boomer. I'm getting so fed up of the disconnection with the real world that people have. Does anyone else agree with that? The fact that human creativity is being stumped by AI slop. The fact that a lot of people can't go into their garden and name a single plant. What the actual fuck? Seriously, I know people who don't know the names of plants. Like, that blows my mind that people are like that. Kids are growing up with the ability to read being taken away from them because they are just playing video games or being given iPads and screens constantly. Listen, I'm becoming a bit of a Luddite. And not in a Luddite... I'm going on a tangent here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this rant, okay? Not in a Luddite sense that you may know. People think the word Luddite means anti-progress, and that is a perfect example of a movement and the winners of that movement dictating what it actually meant. The Luddite movement during the Industrial Revolution, if you know, you know, it wasn't against progress. It was against machines taking the jobs of humans, making people who are high up, who own the factories, more rich. And it's happening again today. We're seeing this AI come in and people saying, oh, it's going to make your lives easier so you don't have to do the mundane jobs and you can go home and you can create art and poetry and music. And it's doing the opposite. It's creating shit art and poetry and stopping artists from living a regular life. And we still have the shit jobs. AI is ruining things. People don't see it. And it blows my mind when someone's like pro AI. And it's like, if you don't jump on, you're going to be falling behind. Let me fall behind. I'll happily fall behind then. I'll happily fall behind. You go and suck up to them data centers that are making billionaires richer at the detriment of your mental health because nature is depleting. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind, guys. Anyway, we're going to be creating a community to help you reconnect with the natural world. Disconnect with the digital world that's unnecessary, because some of it's good. I do love technology. I love me some video games. I love me some technology in hospitals to help me get better. But at the detriment of people, that's where I don't like it. Or nature. I don't like that. I'd love to know what you think in the comments on that. And this here, this United24 footage that we're going to see out in Ukraine mirrors that. It mirrors it. Because this wouldn't even be going on if it wasn't for the ego of Vladimir Putin. Let's be honest. The ego of the few taking the lives of the many.
The work of reconnaissance and assault groups is always a balancing act on the edge of life and death. They execute incredibly complex combat missions in the most extreme conditions. The enemy could be waiting underground, while deadly drones constantly hover in the sky. Today we'll bring you body cam footage that captures the immense tension, professionalism, and resilience of Ukrainian soldiers during trench clearing and capturing occupiers.
Here we go. Go on, lads.
The Slovyansk-Limansk direction. Fighters of the 53rd Separate Mechanized Brigade set off on a high-stakes reconnaissance and assault operation. The mission begins with careful reconnaissance. The team spots an unknown drone above, confirming the threat and determining the distance.
Again, another video showing footage out there that just looks post-apocalyptic, doesn't it? This is what it's going to look like when there's data centers everywhere and we're fighting robots because billionaires want to extract our organs.
Realizing the lack of friendly air support at the moment, commanders urge the squad to exercise extreme caution.
Yeah.
Плюс. Кир, почув?
Meanwhile, the headquarters uses reconnaissance drones.
Hold on. Did I just see a polypore? Look at that polypore mushroom. Is that an artist conch? Beautiful specimen right there. You see these? This is hilarious. Do you see these like lines? That's every season that this mushroom, this fungi has been alive right there. See that? Every single line. There's an old specimen right there. Beautiful. Pretty sure that's an artist conch. Beautiful specimen.
Headquarters uses reconnaissance drones to survey the area from above.
Плюс. Ну да, це Да, точно петух. 100% з рюкзаками.
They spot a fully equipped enemy infantry group moving through the tree line.
І відправ.
Coordination continues. Headquarters tracks every step of the enemy on the ground, anticipating their movement along a forest trail.
По дорозі, по головній дорозі, з півночі в вашу
I wonder how far away these individuals are from the lads on the ground. Like, I wonder.
сторону. Ідуть два. А ми так і думали.
Command quickly relays this intel to the soldiers, giving precise instructions.
Плюс, бачим.
At the same time, a Ukrainian FPV drone executes a precision strike on the occupiers,
Рух на тебе.
causing panic and forcing them to run directly towards Ukrainian troops.
Зустрічайте, з півдня біжать.
Ukrainian soldiers spot the enemy group fleeing chaotically across a clearing, desperately trying to escape. The assault team reacts instantly, moving to intercept them from the south.
Rounds. Have you noticed how they're firing? You can't even see the enemy because of the brush and the dense foliage there.
Сиди.
Intense suppressive fire is laid down toward the rapidly approaching enemy. The unit engages the enemy in a direct firefight, acting swiftly and in full coordination.
Мы приняли бой, двоих на той стороне посадили. Мы вдвоем, Кир и я, возле меня, возле пенька.
Плюс, ви на снігу, плюс. Бачимо вас і бачимо нижче, південніше.
Плюс, они мы одного... Сейчас еще стоит
So they've
там
got
один,
one.
два.
Одного зачали, походу, кажуть.
Interesting how they call them orcs.
Давай, підлітай до висоти. Це якраз той другий петух, він там і залишився.
The group team continues coordinating with drone operators to locate enemy fighters who manage to escape the line of fire.
Тікає! Друже, це один.
Aerial recon confirms one Russian has been incapacitated, while another has quickly moved west.
Принял, где он есть?
Один під залишився лежати.
This is a prime example of what I've said so many times on this channel, that information is key. They wouldn't have even known them guys are there if it wasn't for these drones in the sky. Like, what, 20 years ago? 30 years ago? This wouldn't have even been a thing. Yes, we get, like, recce and eyes in the sky, but it's not to this extent. Like, it's harder to get, you know, an actual aircraft in the sky and get intel on a constant basis when you're just doing patrols and stuff. Everyone's got them now here. Like the fact that they've got this information has helped them attack these Russians coming in, potentially stopping them from ambushing the Ukrainians and helping themselves. All because of this drone in the sky. Amazing.
Інший на захід. Якщо спостерігаєте його, відкривайте вогонь.
Видишь его? Мы его не бачим, все, он ушел от нас.
Давай спробуємо роздивитися його, чи він ціленький там, чи не дуже.
Drone operators carefully examine the aerial footage to check whether the downed enemy still poses a threat.
Диви, рухається, ні?
They spot movement, confirming that the target is alive and capable of resisting.
More rounds.
Танкуешь? Пошли.
The assault group dug out or fortified position. According to intelligence, this is where the remaining Russian forces are trying to hide.
Где компаньон? Оце?
Подивися, там повинна бути нора. Нора повинна бути укриття, друже.
Ну сейчас посмотрим, давай сейчас все посмотрим.
This looks like the dead of winter. It must have been this winter just gone.
Кир, давай на расстоянии, на дистанции.
Ну, ось що вона, нормально.
На оружие валяются.
You had one guy crawling on the floor then. Do you see him?
The unit cautiously approaches the discovered camouflaged enemy
Мы
position.
отойдем.
Soldiers report seeing scattered weapons all around, a clear sign of the enemy's chaotic retreat. Having assessed the situation, commanders order a shift in tactics for a safe and effective assault.
Там есть кто-то, да? Контакт сейчас. Да? Еще одну давай.
Ukrainian troops close the distance to the concealed enemy shelter.
Они того добивают.
They take up advantageous firing positions around the hole and prepare for a direct confrontation. Tension rises as the exact number of armed Russian soldiers inside remains unknown.
Мамай, от зараз, да, підійдіть до тієї дирки, до дирки, прямо підійдіть, да, до неї. Друже, дирку саму цю, да, от ви зараз правильно, да.
Commanders direct the assault group right to the dugout's entrance. The soldiers ready their grenades, preparing to clear the confined space with force.
Будем заходить? Давай еще гранату, может.
Every movement is carefully calculated to seize the initiative and avoid friendly casualties. A tense
What happened
standoff
there?
occurs at the entrance to the
Is there only two of them? Is there only two of them on this patrol right now? If that's the case, that's mental. You would be expecting to patrol with at least a fire team, which is 4 lads and some sort of section IC, like some sort of someone in charge. So total of 5, maybe a troop, 2 people.
dugout. The assault team has complete tactical control. They try to determine the exact number of occupiers hidden inside. Any wrong move by the enemy will result in the immediate use of explosives.
Там всередині хто є. Кидай гранату. Йду ближче.
The team conducts a rapid sweep of the surrounding area, securing their rear from any unexpected threats.
Ooh. He was close then from getting hit. Holy crap.
Отойди. Обрывай.
They physically sever the Russians' communication wires, completely isolating the enemy inside the dugout. This critical step
You might not have been able to see much of that. My head might have been in the way. I do
deprives
apologize.
the occupiers of any chance to call for backup.
На.
He's awfully close to the entrance of that dugout, isn't he?
Тримай так.
Active psychological pressure begins on the trapped Russians.
Супер, супер.
I'd be more concerned if there was another little entryway to that dugout that they're gonna pop out and shoot you. So I would have that other guy literally eyes everywhere you possibly can. I mean, at the end of the day, like different SOPs, right? I've talked about this so many times, but also these are seasoned soldiers now, aren't they? They've been out here doing this work. They know exactly what the crack is, don't they?
Ukrainian soldiers loudly demand that the occupiers lay down their weapons and surrender, offering them a chance to stay alive.
Друже, скажіть йому, щоб здавався, бо закидайте його гранатами.
Казали, не хоче по нам. Знаєш, що граната?
The soldiers maintain heavy fire around the dugout entrance, leaving the enemy with no escape routes.
Відходь.
They warn that they're ready to throw grenades inside if the occupiers refuse to comply. Time is running out for the Russians.
Зайшла?
The unit persists in demanding capitulation, ramping up the psychological pressure.
There's literally just two of them.
Економте БК і кошмарте його. В нього закінчиться і на цьому все завершиться.
Плюс, кошмарим.
The order is given to nightmare the position,
Давай.
applying relentless tactical and suppressive fire pressure on the dugout.
Туди залазити не потрібно зараз. Потрібно петуха звідти викурити.
This is done to completely break the enemy's will to resist. The Russians must understand that their situation is hopeless.
Птичка висит, чья-то птичка.
There's an enemy drone overhead.
The assault squad confirms once again that all enemy communication wires have been successfully severed.
Не
That's
прошел,
good.
провода обрезали провода, он там не выходит.
The occupiers are entirely cut off from their command and left isolated inside this hole.
Мамай, ви пташку візуально спостерігаєте?
Бачу.
Ми до вас
At the same time, an order is issued to strictly control the airspace.
This is the thing with only two of you. There's less of an ability to truly keep an eye on everything that's going on. That's why people like there's multiple reasons, right, to have more people on you on a patrol, whether that be more firepower, more equipment being able to be carried, being able to overwhelm the enemy because you need to have the odds in your favor. All that stuff's great. But when it comes to stuff like this, having the eyes everywhere is vital. It's vital. You don't want someone popping out of a ditch somewhere and just taking you both out. Two people? That's sketch.
As the situation overhead remains highly dynamic.
Плюс. Еще небо на контроле. Давай тут укриття займем пока.
Збийте, попробуйте її збити. Якщо ви її візуально спостерігаєте,
The
збийте.
soldiers stand ready to engage and destroy any hostile drones attempting to surveil the area.
Небо контроль, не наша пташка может быть. Наших пташек тут нету.
There are no friendly drones there.
Мамай, ви пташку збили?
Ви
Пташку
зараз
збили?
сказав, стріляйте по пташці.
Плюс.
Да, збили.
Красавчики, молодці.
Thanks to the troops' vigilance, a success is reported. The team accurately shoots down an enemy reconnaissance drone
Nice.
hovering directly over their position, trying to expose Ukrainian forces.
Мамай, дивись, зараз відпрацюємо туди бомбером. Потім ви підійдете, знову запитаєте, як самопочуття. Якщо не здаються, ми будемо знову туди бомбером працювати.
Плюс.
Headquarters prepares to deploy a heavy bomber drone to drop explosives, forcing a final surrender.
Цікаво,
Boom.
що трапилось.
There you go.
На зв'язок не виходять. Може батарейки розрядилися. Так невдобно вийшло.
Finally, the enemy can no longer withstand the pressure and begins to surrender, slowly emerging from the dugout.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're giving him the chance to actually surrender. There's a lot of people that wouldn't. Giving him the chance to surrender, giving him that humanity, the ability to live.
The operation
Massive.
concludes brilliantly with the successful capture of the Russian personnel.
О, здаюся, походу, а ну.
Плюс, плюс, все, давай, давай, красавчики, красавчики,
Здаються?
хай виходять. Вони здаються, правильно?
О, да.
Is this them getting out?
Я?
There he is. Wow.
The town
So we've got another clip here by the looks of it, like another part of this. It looks like they're more in an urban area. I bet we see some of them basements in this. Guarantee it.
of Bilitske, Donetsk Oblast. The Rubish
Donetsk,
Brigade
again,
conducts a
Donetsk
complex
again.
clearing operation. The team carefully
I swear Donetsk looks like an episode of Fallout, doesn't it?
prepares for their mission. Before moving out, they discuss previous encounters in the area to anticipate any scenario.
Мы вчера прошли эту улицу, никого не было. Посадили кого-то, походу, из ваших здесь или не важно. Пидор в сарае, короче, завалили, понял, он там и остался, крикнул.
The soldiers hold a brief tactical huddle regarding the dangers of the route ahead. With enemy activity expected throughout the town, they stress the importance of maintaining extreme caution at every stage of the operation.
Ми почали рух.
The reconnaissance team begins its advance, maintaining strict communication and proper tactical spacing as it approaches the objective.
Плюс.
The constant buzz of drones overhead is impossible to miss,
Yeah.
indicating heavy FPV activity in the area. This means the troops must be even more stealthy.
Швидкий наш. Давай, продвинемося вперед.
Зараз уражаємо їх дронами, можливо, треба буде контролити, як прийде.
Плюс прийняв.
Look at that. That was the people. That was someone's town. That was someone's community. And then Russia comes in, invading, wanting it. That's disgusting, isn't it? Look at it. It's just rubble now. That was someone's home. Some kid's home. Kids grew up there, had friends there. You know what I mean? Parents watching the kids grow up there. All they wanted to do is have dinner at night with the family. Now look at it. Shocking.
Швидко зреагувати.
Плюс. Вона сюди йде ззаді.
The team coordinates their actions, emphasizing the need to remain hidden and respond immediately to potential drone sightings.
Блядь.
Moving through these ruins is a constant risk.
Там ця хуйня буде працювати.
The group reports spotting enemy movement in a garage area.
Плюс прийняв. Він в гаражі біля нас.
Where's the garage?
Там в гаражах прийом.
They maintain strict tactical discipline to avoid exposing themselves.
Oh,
Constant
that shed-looking thing right there. That's the garage. Is
explosions are heard in the background,
that what it
and a
is?
swarm of enemy FPV drones flies overhead.
Їбать, тут таких фівішок нахуй.
The team continues their cautious approach toward enemy positions.
Ніхто не подумав, що ви тут стійте.
They scan the sky, wary of being spotted by enemy drones as they cross open street sections.
Я над нами пташка, скажіть, що то ми сидимо.
The slightest mistake or unnecessary movement
Oh, look at all
could
them bottles. See all the bottles all over the place and shit? Oh my god, what a mess.
trigger a deadly strike from above.
Швидко.
The scouts visually confirm the route ahead and prepare to
Jesus.
deploy their own surveillance drone.
There's a problem there because, like, if you try shooting it, then they're gonna start clocking on that there's someone there. You know what I mean? You gotta keep quiet, get in when you can. Drone warfare is horrendous.
This allows them to safely check behind the next cluster of ruined houses and spot potential ambushes.
Плюс.
The soldiers analyze the street layout, prioritizing targets for inspection. Their attention is drawn to a specific house with boarded up windows that immediately stands out as suspicious.
Справа зліва.
Little sus.
Дивись, там гараж,
Зліва.
да, з закритими дверима. Біля гаража якась пристройка, там двері.
Ви очі підняли.
Потім хата і двоє дверей. У нас
The fact that they can even get that information mental, innit? Like, they're sat in there. They wouldn't have had a clue about that building being boarded up. They wouldn't have had an idea that that was like that. And now, because of this drone, that they're able to just pop up themselves and just throw on the goggles and recce the whole area in a safe position. That's a lot of people would have loved to have had something like that 10, 15 years ago.
Плюс підняли.
20 years ago.
Хата ціла. Нічого не...
Imagine the war in Afghan or Iraq if they had this technology. If British troops had, or American troops had this technology. Night and day.
бачу.
Блять, височок.
The team conducts a detailed visual reconnaissance of the surrounding structures, including a garage and an adjacent house. They carefully plan the next phases of the clearing operation.
Коротше, 2 дома, потім далі розвалини. І 5-й я здалеку побачив, но вроді цілий.
The assault
It's just a little drone, like little DJI flip drone. That's it.
squad advances, having fully identified the target building. They begin a much closer, cautious inspection of the perimeter to avoid tripwires or booby traps. The news around the
Yeah,
enemy's
good luck trying to spot a booby trap or something. Look at the state of it. Good luck trying to find a booby trap or a tripwire there. I mean, there's going to be obvious ones, right? But my God, if the Russian military had any competence, it would be the whole place would be a death trap.
expected location tightens.
Плюс. Стой. Ось це гараж? Так. Бачу відкриті двері. Давай. Тихо. Продивляйся.
Ukrainian drones have become so effective that the enemy often hides deep inside basements, rarely stepping outside. Knowing this pattern allows the Ukrainian team to act more aggressively and decisively on the surface. The group attempts to gain access to the house, carefully checking doors and windows. Meanwhile, the rest of the team holds a secure perimeter to ensure no one can slip away or flank them. The Russian occupiers are effectively trapped.
Вийм через окно.
Even clearing rooms like that is so dangerous. Like, if there was an enemy there just waiting, it's so dangerous, isn't it? Like, the fact that they're just, like, it's just stood in the doorway, pushing the door open and having a look. Like, if you think about SOPs when it comes to CQB and stuff like that and how you're supposed to enter rooms, and it's never as clean as what you would do in training. Never as clean. And again, these are seasoned soldiers now, so they know what they're doing. They know that there's probably no need to do the whole one person takes the long wall, the other person takes the short on every single building. There's just, they haven't got the energy for it. They haven't got the facilities for it. They haven't got the resources for it. The enemy's not that smart by the looks of it. Absolutely horrendi.
Suddenly, visual contact with the enemy occurs inside the structure. The reconnaissance team instantly takes control of the situation.
Що там? Нічого. А? Хто это?
Oh shit.
Ти хто? Виходь нахуй!
Demanding the occupant surrender and identify himself. Weapons are raised, and the soldiers stand ready to react to any threat.
Ти один? Кажу, ти один? Оружие на пол, выходи! Ты кто? Ты сдаешься в плен? Ты что, хохол? Да.
The team successfully establishes verbal contact, discovering that the Russian is alone in the room and is willing to surrender.
Сдаешься?
Rather than resorting to lethal force, the Ukrainian fighters deliberately choose negotiation. This minimizes unnecessary risk and offers the opportunity to take a prisoner for future exchanges.
Пін, це ти?
I mean, like, he's in a room there. There could be enemies in that. There could be enemies anywhere. He's so, like, worrying about, like, spatial awareness and where the enemy could flank him and all this other stuff. But it looks like the enemy's just not interested in any of that stuff. They'd just rather hunker down.
Оружие на пол, выходи, сука! Будешь жить! Оружие нахуй! Все, бросил, я бросил, все. Выходи!
The enemy combatant is ordered to crawl out slowly and surrender.
Выходи! Один я. На пол.
The team keeps him in their sights, thoroughly checking to ensure he's truly unarmed and not hiding a grenade.
Я даже вас, мужики, убивать не хотел. Конечно, блядь.
At this stage, trust is non-existent,
Yeah.
and every movement is closely watched.
Я хотел этот отключить. Та що ти пізд... Я отвечаю. Пінг, намотай його нахуй. Балалайка. Есть?
I'd be very worried that there's more people in that room. I mean, at the end of the day, he came out of this room here. Neither of these have got the guns up. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, like, these are seasoned soldiers now, aren't they? I'd be like, the fuck are you doing there, mate?
Рация. Да, есть. Где она? Руки за спину. Будешь дергаться, сука, я тебе, блядь, решето сделаю. Что ты передал? Нет, не успел. Точно. Точно сам тут? Ты давно здесь? Да, уже давно.
It looks like there's more than 2 people that have got a weapon here pointing in, so someone must have had eyes on. Might be like 3 or 4 people with this group.
Давненько это сколько? Ну, сколько дней? Уже с января. Просто комната там и все.
Ты же понимаешь, если я сейчас туда пойду и там кто-то будет, да, и ему, и тебе.
Не, я отвечаю там. Радиостанция где? Оружие где? Там все. Все там? Да. Точно? Да, я отвечаю, я один. Точно? Вот так прямо идешь и направо.
The soldiers continue the interrogation while simultaneously searching the premises for radios and other intelligence assets.
That's the thing, like, getting somebody and having them surrender, there's so much more value in it than just taking them, just killing them. Prisoner exchange is the first one that they've already mentioned. Information. Getting equipment. All this stuff. Not equipment to use, but equipment to understand what they've got. Again, for the information. Radios. All this is so vital.
The Russian agrees to fully cooperate and starts sharing everything he knows about his comrades. He understands this is his only chance to survive.
Есть. Ти хороший, будеш з нами працювати? Да, буду. Помагати нам? Буду. Каже, буде. Так, калаш мій, нахуй. Давай, заходи. Пінг, тримай оці двері. Іди. Все, вот. Отойди. Не, это от кошек, это там ничего нет. Точно, нахуй? Да. Пидор, ты застрелите меня нахуй, шо, блядь? Если я сейчас с твоей же...
Good job on the Ukrainians there dealing with that, the way they dealt with it. Very impressive.
Я не знаю, чего. Это, наверное, я. А, это когда вы стреляли, вот. Дай мне магазин. Друг, слушай сюда. Ага. Сейчас мы выходим и возвращаемся. Делаешь то, что мы тебе говорим. Понял? Я понял. Если какое-то личное движение, я себе сделаю решето. Понял? Понял, все. Еще раз, сука, возьмешь хохлом, нахуй, я тебя убью, нахуй. Это, кстати, ошибка была. Я просто не знаю, как вас правильно называть. Они сказали, у вас хохла называть. Давай, пизду. Сейчас еще пена в желтом будет. Дайте термобар мне, нахуй.
The detainee
Oh my
speaks
god. Say, don't even fucking call me that.
about the years of the Russian propaganda
Wow.
fed to him by his commanders. He confesses that he was terrified of surrendering because he was told the Ukrainian unit never took prisoners. Reality turned out to be very different from the Russian narrative he was led to believe.
Они сразу убивают, а плен сейчас теперь не берут, сказали. А плену в жопу не говорили, нет, что задувают? Я не знаю, мне сказали, что вы плен не берете, сразу убиваете.
Don't take... See, this is the difference. Don't take prisoners, just kill them all. That's what the Russians are telling them now. Whereas the Ukrainians are like, no, we will take you all as prisoners if we possibly could. If we could take you all and not kill you, then yeah, we'd do that for the information, for the intel, to swap for other people who've been captured, all this other stuff, for leverage. Yet the Russian government are like, no, to kill them all. Disgusting.
Что? И что, ты готов был умереть? Я больше боялся. Тихо.
смысл.
Я больше боялся, и все.
Мы работаем, блядь, коротко, но ясно, блядь. Если человек сдается, мы его берем в
There you
плен.
go.
Если он не хочет сдаваться,
Кто убиваете?
и похороним заживо.
This footage is
There
yet
you
another
go.
undeniable proof of the incredible bravery and high professionalism of Ukrainian warriors.
Seriously, yeah.
Even in such hellish conditions, under constant threat to their own lives, they retain their humanity and do not turn into monsters.
Yeah. It shows how effective they are at what they're doing. Like, we've watched videos of like people doing CQB and stuff like that who are phenomenal at doing exactly how you're supposed to do it. And these lads are just, they know what they're doing so well that it doesn't even, it looks foreign compared to that CQB stuff we watch because they know what they're doing because they've done it every single day they're out here doing this.
Whenever possible, they spare the lives of the enemy who came with weapons to occupy their country. Support our defenders.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, I will leave a link down below to United24. Phenomenal as always. They're really good, let's be honest. The fact that this footage is out there is insane in the first place, but the fact that they're showing, like, look, the Russians are saying take everyone out, whereas the Ukrainians are saying no, if we don't have to, then we won't. It's showing the difference between the two, and it's dispelling the Russian propaganda. Amazing footage. Link down below to the original video. Check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. Check out Morale if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.